we're a little nervous. So we're gonna make sure that we send our location, we ping our location, and we're good to go. That way somebody knows where we're at. In case, I don't know, we go missing. Whoa! I just saw something moving in the woods over there. Shh. I'm coming!
Go, go, go!
Welcome to Hellbent headquarters, where we're no strangers to high strangeness. We live it, breathe it, and surround ourselves with it every day. A few weeks ago, we received an email from a woman who shared an incredible story of an encounter that defied explanation. While riding horses with her husband along a remote forest trail, they claimed to have crossed paths with something extraordinary. A towering, hairy figure that moved with uncanny speed and seemed to possess a strange ability to manipulate sound and apparently mesmerize their horses. It was a moment that left these two experienced wilderness horseback riders shaken and questioning everything they thought they knew about these woods.
My husband Bill and I are both experienced horseback riders. We live in upstate South Carolina and have spent countless hours exploring the wilderness trails. On this particular day, we chose the trail near Laurel Creek because it's remote and peaceful. We often ride there due to the remoteness of the area. It was late one afternoon when we came around the bend in the trail, and that's when we saw it. Standing no more than 25 feet away was a large, brown, hairy figure, and it had broad, human-like features and a bearded face, almost like an extremely hairy man. Its body was stocky with a very thick torso and limbs. The creature was making a noise that I can only describe as a cross between the hum of a bumblebee and the rattle of a snake. The sound was deep, low, and seemed to grow louder the longer we were there. I felt the sound in my chest and began to have a severe headache, which was noticeable even during the stress of the moment. As terrifying as this was, what unnerved me the most was the behavior of our horses. These animals, which are normally so alert, were utterly unresponsive. Their heads were bowed low and they seemed sluggish, almost sedated. Bill and I whispered to each other about what to do. We both discussed later how odd it was that we felt the need to whisper. I wanted to scream, but it felt as if something was holding that scream inside of me. After what felt like 2 or 3 minutes, though Bill swears it was only seconds, the creature suddenly turned its head, as if hearing or sensing or smelling something. It was crouched down with its arms out slightly to the sides, and then it moved into the woods so fast it was nothing but a blur. I've never seen anything move that fast in my life, and I have previous experience with race horses. We managed to get the horses moving again, but they didn't return to normal until we were well away from the area.
Today, we're retracing their steps and venturing deep into the wilderness to investigate the witness's account and uncover any evidence that might support her story. Using her detailed account as a guide, we'll explore this area, keeping an eye and ear out for anything unusual. Could there be a truth to the legends of Sasquatch lurking these remote forests? Or is there another explanation hidden in these shadowy ridges and valleys? Join us as we embark on this expedition to unravel the mystery of the incident at Laurel Creek.
Check this out. We found something similar to this here last time we were here. It's these sticks are just driven into the ground.
All right, so let's stop on this real quick, because that's not a large branch.
No.
If that broke off and fell, that does not have a lot of mass to it.
And it was shoved deep into the ground right there.
Yeah, that's not a branch that fell and it had a lot of mass, had a lot of weight, drove into the ground.
This is the way we came. Last time we were up here doing a scouting expedition, and we're doing another scouting expedition today. We're going to explore a little further, a little deeper into the woods here. We found a lot of very strange stuff out here last time. So we're going to see if anything has changed, or if there's anything new, or if we can discover anything else deeper in the woods. But we've been finding these sticks rammed into the ground all around here. And we just got started down
There's
here.
another one right there, I think.
That big one?
Yeah, I think that's
I'm curious about that. This is an old closed down forestry road. It's permanently closed at the top. So no vehicles can get down here, not even ATVs.
This is what you kind of see, are these permanently placed
Barriers.
just barriers that are up here. It's not a lock, those are just put up and those don't move. So what is this one right here?
But this is gonna make it easier for us to kind of travel around this area, but we're gonna go down to this creek area down here that seems real weird. That's where we found those blue jay feathers on that stone. That was very bizarre find. So we're gonna go back down to that area, cross over that creek, and maybe explore around down near that creek where those two creeks meet. So this looks weird. Let's see. I mean, oh my God.
Is that driven in?
I think so. Yep. Yes, it is.
That's not the same tree that's next to it either.
Well, that's weird. To me, that's weird. And now those weren't here last time we were here.
And branches fall from trees.
Yeah.
And branches sometimes, if they're
Come
angled
here.
right,
What's going
will
on?
stick into the ground.
But do they do it with such frequency?
Now that one's got enough weight to it where that one could spear itself into the ground. Maybe. If I hadn't just found like the other two,
Yeah.
I just would have, I don't know.
I want to put these back when I pull them out. Because you remember what happened last time I messed with something that was
Yeah.
kind of a,
Can you drive it in?
yeah, that's good.
That ain't good. No, that ain't good. It's falling right now. Look, is that good?
Okay, maybe I messed it up. Okay.
Here, hold on.
Yeah.
I got it. All right.
I don't have a good track record with messing with sticks. So.
Yeah, that are.
There's those child-size leggings that we found last time. Now here's something interesting, is your initial find of the cross sticks is still here untouched.
It's the first one we found last time we were here.
Yeah. So let's go in the woods here at the same spot where we went in last time. Just kind of keep following this kind of pattern here. Interesting. So we found this last time, these two bent trees, with this one placed perpendicular on top of these two. We found that last time, but this was not here. This here was a live branch. You see, it still has pine needles on it that are green. So this was a live branch that is now interspersed into these holly trees.
Huh.
And that
Let me whip
kinda-
around here. Try to get a better view of it.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's like interspersed within these holly trees here. That's been around the limb. I don't see the tree that this came off of either. There's no large pine right here. This is a little bizarre. What's happening here? I don't know. I guess I don't want to look too deeply into.
Well, the first one that we found here is odd because it's pinning
Yeah.
two trees that are the same size. Of course, those are hollies as well. We find a lot of stuff with holly trees. A lot of weird stuff with holly trees.
I'm gonna look at this mud down here, see if there's any kind of impressions or anything like that. It's kind of swampy. Yeah, you can't really tell. Yeah. I don't even know if that would even keep an impression or if it would all just fill in, you know? This area is right around the area where that couple had that experience on horseback that sent us that email. And that was one of the most bizarre and confusing emails we've ever received. That's what brought us out here, is that bizarre encounter that has no explanation, and it seems there's no logic to it either. We're still trying to work our way through what exactly happened and what does it mean. But we figured we better come out to where it happened and check it out, get a scout mission in.
It's the exact same spot that I thought I heard something at last time, so
There's a
I'm
hole.
sorry. What is it? Yeah. This does have a very mystical forest kind of feel to it, similar to where we found evidence of what could be like the little people.
Yeah, I agree.
But what they saw up here definitely ain't the little people. That
No.
was big people. Big, hairy, aggressive people. We're running a backup camera here as well. Given the weird nature of the story that came across our email,
Yeah.
we know that we're dealing with something that transcends just a hairy figure running around.
Yeah.
Whatever effect it had on those horses.
This almost seems like something else entirely, you know? I've just never heard this combination of factors before. The story is so unique. I've just never heard something like that before. Have you?
I mean, you've heard horses having a violent reaction to them,
Aversion to them, yeah.
an aversion to them. You've heard that they have come in and messed with horses before, and let's just leave it at that. Let's not get into the sordid details of Bigfoot and coming in when.
Okay.
Yeah, but as far as them just being put into this like
Trance.
torpor, this trance from it, and then the way that they were describing it. It's weird, man. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. The sound that it was making that seemed to be associated with what was going on with the horses. But if it was affecting the horses, why wasn't it affecting the people?
Yeah.
Or was it affecting the people and they just didn't realize they were being affected?
Or is this like just targeted? Can it be targeted? That's why we're so confused about this whole thing. It's so bizarre, and you already have so many questions about the subject. This just opens the door to
This is confusing and
a
quite
lot more
honestly
questions.
complicates it. I don't know. It's that way. Behind you.
Just keep moving this way.
All right.
I'm gonna do a little bit of change of the scene here. I'm gonna try to change up some stuff and just, because we're gonna be coming back here again. I'm gonna take this piece of quartz, this piece of white quartz here. I'm gonna actually put it on top of one of these logs here. What do you think?
Yeah, that's fine.
Or should I carry it to where we found the blue jay feathers?
Yes. do
That's
that.
what we'll
Yes,
do.
yes.
All right. We're doing this on the fly. We're working through it. We don't know what we're communicating by doing this, but we're gonna just change the environment a little bit. Obviously, something has changed the environment between the times we come here and come back. All right, there's this beautiful piece of white quartz, nice chunk.
Laying on top of pine
Everything,
needles.
yeah.
So as you can tell, it was on top of the pine needles. Right there is where it's at. It's indented into the ground a little bit, but it's right on top of these pine needles, so that was placed there.
All right, let's see if we can find this. There's the stone right there.
All right.
Let's find the stone where we found these blue jay feathers, and let's just place this on top of it. I didn't want to say this because I think it's kind of jumping to conclusions last time when we found this, but it's almost like a sacrificial altar in a way.
Sacrificing bluebirds or blue
I don't
jays?
know.
All right.
The killing of a sacred bird. All right, all these feathers are here. God, they're so beautiful. All right. I'm gonna place this here, but look at that.
Hey, do 2 feathers on an X mark on top of it. I know that the wind will take that possibly, but
Those white-tipped ones are gorgeous, aren't they?
yeah.
All right. All right, let's give this a go. Let's see if we can kind of communicate, I guess. Let's,
Well, hold on. You've got track impressions. I'm not gonna be able to pick this up on camera.
Oh, you do?
You've got track impressions. You see it right here?
Yeah.
You've got
I think we should go that way.
Yeah, I need we to get on the other side of that water. It felt
We
weird.
can go across here.
All right. Let me back up.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you do. You have impressions here?
Yeah.
Huh. All right, I'm gonna try to cross here. It's a little squishy and muddy. You should be able to get across with your long
Yeah,
legs.
it's squishy and muddy, but you're not leaving tracks.
Yeah?
You're not leaving footprints. The ground's springing right back up. Whatever left these, like, man, I can't really get it, but it's like right.
You want me to grab the camera when you cross it?
Yeah, take it.
Let's see if we can get those from this angle here. Yeah, you can kind of see the impression there.
Yeah.
Right there.
I'm kind of leaving them, not to that degree. You're not leaving them at all.
Yeah.
So, actually, no, I'm not. Mine's springing back up right now as I look. All right. Okay. Get around to this side.
Oh, this is crazy over here, isn't it? It just looks wild. Look at this.
Big arch tree.
We got a big X formed with these trees here. These are kind of interesting. I don't know. Are we reading too much into this kind of stuff?
Now, here's the deal. Stuff like this can't happen naturally. The X's that are made, that are placed, equal size sticks, that's not naturally occurring. One time, maybe, We found 4 back here so far.
Yeah.
The sticks that we're finding driven into the ground. And again, you don't know what did it, you know, but it's odd. And it's, at that point, you're finding them, it's a pattern. It's a pattern of something, but I don't know.
Shall we go up or down? Down?
So we go down, yeah.
Let's go. Something's been traveling here. You can see a bit of a trail. Does it jump to the other side?
Yeah, it does. Look, right across to the right of that tree.
You can see it, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. That's quite a distance.
That is not something that, that's a jump.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I guess you could go down in, but.
That's pretty wild. There's no, it's not, the leaves are not disturbed where something went up the hill though. It looks like whatever it was just traveling straight across, right?
Yeah, odd.
I don't know.
Very odd.
All right, right now I'm sending a message like we always do from the Garmin InReach Mini. I feel like that's an ad almost. That's what we need. We need to be sponsored by Garmin. We do this all the time because we're out here, and in case something happens, we like to be able to get in touch with somebody at home. So we always send updates. Definitely gonna send an update right now because we're going further back in here than we've ever gone before. And we've never been this direction before. We've never been this far, so we are a little nervous. So we're gonna make sure that we send our location, we ping our location, and we're good to go. That way somebody knows where we're at. In case, I don't know, we go missing, something abducts us, something that perhaps looks like it lives in these fairy trees. Don't they look like?
Yeah, this is a very fairy tale like forest back there.
Yeah. We're just gonna follow this little beaten path here, right?
Yeah, 1 second, I'm gonna
Restart the GoPro.
Yeah, we're going in with the anticipation of having equipment interference.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a lot of redundancy today on our equipment, which is good. It's necessary because when you have a story like that come out and you don't know what these things are capable of, you don't know what they can mess with, what they can kind of tamper with in terms of our equipment, you just don't know. So it's better to be safe than sorry. That way we can actually get the footage we need. All right.
Like a snap in that direction.
Shall we proceed?
Yeah, let's go. Something's crossing right here.
What?
What do you got?
An egg shell.
Part of an egg?
Yeah. Like a.
Hey,
What?
something's crossing right here, it looks
Yeah.
like. Let's keep going down this way, but this area, this part right here looks like somebody's crossing over.
Yeah.
Somebody or something is crossing over.
We're kind of on an island here. There's a creek on either side of us, and they converge down here. That's where we're headed right now. And then I kind of say we just kind of follow the creek in. What do you think?
It's fine with me, yeah.
through the gateway.
It does look like a little gateway.
See here.
That's pinned.
It is.
Yeah, don't, stop.
Hey, this one's shoved into the ground right here and holding it down. Yeah, that sucker is pinned down in there.
Jesse,
oh,
please.
you don't want me to release it?
I don't want you to release it, please. Not after last time.
Okay.
But another holly tree
Yeah.
that is pinned down.
Yeah, it's like this one is driven into the ground. That one's driven into the ground around it. That's kind of...
All right.
We are just walking something's path. We're
Yeah, I was
walking-
just noticing on the ground. I was going, this is weird.
We're just walking in something's footsteps here.
Yeah.
Where it will lead, I do not know. And what? Look at this one. This one is put under this one. Under this. This is not a fallen tree. That's a tree that's growing like that. And it's been put under it. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look. I could. That's okay. That's crazy, right?
That's, yeah. Like I said, a couple of these, you just go, well, it just fell that way.
And they're
but-
all along this route.
And we're always back. Now we're finding holly everywhere.
Yeah, it's like a.
All of these are always with holly trees. Did you say you had a smell over there?
Yeah, come on. Right over here.
Notice that I guess we could have walked past him back here, but
What?
I've been scanning the ground. I'm not seeing any. We found those trees driven into the earth.
Yeah.
And those X's on the perimeter of this.
Yeah.
Now that we're in here, I'm looking, we could be 30 feet from one right now.
Right.
But it's weird that they were so noticeable right around the edge. I wonder if that means anything.
Are you suggesting maybe a boundary line?
I don't know. I don't know.
I know. I'm jumping to conclusions.
I'm saying I'm the one that's drawing that narrative, but they were everywhere around the edge of this particular patch of forest.
Yeah. Whoa.
What do you got?
Come here now.
I'm coming. What do you got? It's torn up?
What is all? Those look like impressions from here.
Yeah.
Do they not?
Yeah. I don't know if you're gonna be able to pick it up on camera in this light. Soft ground, but there are some footprint-looking impressions back in here.
Yeah. I feel like we're on the right path. Look at that. There's you and X, boy.
Yeah.
I feel like we're on the right path for something.
Yeah. Now, you're not making impressions in that at all.
No?
You're just bouncing right back off of it.
Yeah.
Here, hold on. So I'm about 250 with a pack, 260. I made a little one, not like those deep ones right there. Whatever's driving into the sand is heavy.
Yeah.
Holly, all through here, we're surrounded by holly.
Oh, yeah. All right. Let's go this way.
All right.
The creek go underground here? Yeah. Creek goes underground right there. And then it reemerges right over there.
Yeah, it does. Okay. Huh. Well, looked at from the sideways, it's just like the other X's that we found. Again, you're past.
What?
It's one is just might have just happened. Two is a coincidence. Three is a pattern.
I don't know.
There are all these X-shaped patterns back here. Huh. All right. So many of these areas we go into, and there's always a particular feature that stands out to us.
Yeah.
Arches in one area, large upright X's with trees in other areas. Here, it's smaller X's.
Oh, we're just continuing to follow this here. I don't know.
Yeah, just keep following this little trail. Now, something like this you see, that looks natural. That looks like that happened. That's just the way it fell. Over there, that was placed. The ones that we found up there where the branches were the exact same size.
Check out this mound. You think something's under there?
I mean, something's under there, obviously, but something strange, I don't know.
All right, let's see. We got one.
Now, here's the deal. That one looks natural.
Maybe.
Look at, no, that one looks natural. That
'Cause
looks
it's
like just a
heavy
branch
enough?
that fell because it's got the side
Yeah.
branch coming off it. And that happens, but the ones we saw up there, especially the two that were on either side of that old road, that were the same size, same approximate width, and took some force to drive into the ground at that point, so. Those didn't have trees that matched above them.
Something was here.
Something was what?
Something was here.
What do you mean something was here?
I don't know.
Like a home in the past, or?
Yeah. Something was
Yeah, I agree with you on that now.
something was here.
This was cleared once upon a time.
There's no. Yeah, something was here.
Yeah, there was a homestead, a building. There used to be a cabin. Something used to be here.
Something.
Huh?
Yeah, definitely something was here.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. This was cleared and leveled once upon a time. Again, you find weird activity in the areas that used to be inhabited by people. And then they were driven out. They drove out the natives ahead of them, and then they in turn were driven out to make the national forests. So
Wow.
we had a lot of displacement, sometimes violent displacement.
Look at this. Look at this tree. This is a monster pine. This is fantastic. Look at this. What a beauty. What a beauty. I'm so glad it survived the hurricane.
Give it a hug.
I'll give it a hug. I had a rough day, tree. You just, there you go, buddy. Here you go, buddy. All right.
I'd say
Monster pine, look. Gosh,
so much significantly bigger than everything else around it.
fantastic.
That is, let me see. Wow, that is a monstrosity.
Whoa,
Feels significant through here.
look at this. Move forward over here.
This is an interesting forest.
This
is a visually very impressive
This
forest.
is a very interesting forest. I've never seen so many of these trees like this. This is an old place.
It's like you could film Lord of the Rings back in here, and it would totally just be on point for it.
Look, just goes. We're just
We
gonna.
just follow a little highway here.
Yeah. All right, let's go back on this. Keep pulling this thread here. All right, you definitely got stuff traveling over through here, knocking the top off of this log.
Yeah, there's a worn spot.
It does feel like we're just going, I don't know, deep into the abyss or something. We're gonna have to cross over. Check this out.
Jessie in her natural habitat.
Oh, Jesus.
Little gnome person. They want you.
Oh my God.
They're taking you. Goodbye, Jessica.
Hey, you would let me get taken.
They want you in Fairyland. I'm
Stop.
sorry.
I'm freaked out. Stop. Don't say that. What do you think? Cross here?
Yeah, let's cross right here. Goes under. Let me, well, if I'm going down one way or another right now.
Hey.
See, something like this looks, get that on the camera, that looks natural. The other ones we're finding aren't natural. Jessie,
Yeah. What?
come here. Is that driven into the center of that, or?
I think this is the core of the tree that was once here.
Gotcha. Okay.
It looks crazy though, doesn't
It
it?
does look crazy.
Or is it driven in there? Or is it at the core? I can't tell.
I think it's driven in there.
Yeah. Ow!
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, it's just driven into the.
There's rocks around here. Underneath this moss.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that's
it's-
interesting.
So it's a circle of rocks covered in moss
Yeah.
with a pretty sizable piece of wood driven into
In
the
the
middle of it.
center.
Weird. It's like there's some sort of language going on around us. There's some sort of like symbology, some symbolism, some sort of weird kind of like.
You know, Matt Larson, Central Florida Bigfoot, who is now, I guess, Central Kentucky Bigfoot.
Yeah, exactly.
He uses the term forest language to describe some of the stuff that you see. I always like that term that he used. But yeah, this is strange looking for sure. Feels significant, seems significant.
That large pine felt very, very, very significant to me. It didn't feel bad significant like that tree in North Georgia, but again, we're just scratching the surface here.
Yeah. This really does feel like a very old and mystical place, doesn't it? And we just keep going deeper and deeper. This terrain's interesting. We're starting to get into kind of the bottomlands here. All right, we've got some sand and mud here. Let's see if we can see any impressions of any wildlife or anything back here.
Yeah. You've got some indentations in the sand, but it's hard to tell.
I got some deer tracks right here. Tiny little green poop.
There's the name of your episode, Jesse and the Tiny Little Green
Look,
Poop.
it is. It's a tiny little, just a couple of little plops, my friend. Hey, you might have had something here.
Yeah, this does look like this was leveled and cleared once upon a time.
Look at this. And now nothing's been overt, nothing crazy yet, but.
Well, what happened to those people was crazy, but we're seeing weird. Something is changing the environment around here.
Something is
leaving
definitely manipulating
symbols and
the
signs, but we don't know what.
I mean, all we can do is really just kind of just document them best we can and see if we can find some kind of pattern.
Well, I mean, we found a pattern that we're finding holly trees pinned, and we're finding X's made out of similarly sized sticks, pieces of wood, and then we're finding pieces of wood driven into the ground around the edge of this particular patch of forest where this sighting, encounter, or whatever you want to call it, happened.
Be careful,
gorgeous.
there's holes.
Huh?
Be careful coming through here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of sinking right now.
Yeah, just be careful. I think. Okay. Let's try over here because we know to check this out. Be careful going over this though. Because look. See how far this goes down?
Oh yeah, you can see the running water underneath it.
Oh, Joe. Oh, like a clack. That's like a clunk.
Coming from that direction you're headed?
Yeah.
All right.
If I can get in this direction.
You go on. As would be my leg. You okay?
Yeah, I just went in a hole. Oh, all right. Oh, wow.
Quartz?
Yeah. That's nice. Oh, there's a whole trail of quartz in here in this creek. Let's cross here. Better place.
You
than
ain't the
here.
only thing crossing here.
Yeah, I know. That's almost like a tiny little bridge.
Now, something that I've noticed here, if following this path, we follow those paths in North Georgia.
Yeah.
I have a hard time getting through where something's been traveling at. And
Oh, you're not having any trouble.
You
here.
don't have any trouble because you're small. Here, I'm not having any trouble following this path. Whatever's making this path is big, okay? Which ties in exactly with what they reported.
It does, yeah. Wow, look at this. Look at this little patch of just beauty here. Hey! Am I seeing something? Everything is just trees. Just, does this look odd to you?
Yeah, this
It stood out to me. I know this is gonna be like tons of just weird tree stuff, but you know, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Jesus. Hole.
Okay.
There's something about this forest that doesn't even seem real sometimes. It seems like a weird green fever dream that we just keep going deeper and deeper into this mysterious forest, and sometimes I feel like I don't want to come out and that I might not come out. That's foreboding, isn't it?
This is your home now, Jesse.
What do you think? This way?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so far we've just found crazy stuff with these trees, but nothing too overt, you know?
Yeah.
That's okay, but
Well, we found the X's, weird tree structures that
the
to me at
driven-
this point don't seem to be just the work of nature. Bluebird feathers, the I don't know.
I'm overheating, I'll tell you that much.
It is at this point that I begin to overheat, despite it being near freezing temperatures.
How are you feeling?
Hot.
Joe turns off the main camera to assist me in removing my outer layer as quickly as possible, while leaving his chest cam running.
Do I look blue to you?
Yeah, we're gonna get you up here and kind of backpack.
I then become nauseous and disoriented out of nowhere.
I'm gonna put up that tree there.
Okay. Here, I got it. And you put your chest rig on. Let's go. All right, let's go. Hike on out, and then let's get you some. Let's dry you off.
Could whatever our witnesses encountered in these woods be targeting and affecting me in the same way it did to them and their horses that day?
All right, drink some of that water, and then I'll put it back in my backpack.
I don't know if I can cross right here. I don't think I can. I don't know where I can cross. Whoa! I just saw something moving in the woods over there. Shh, shh, shh. Come on. I know you can't get under this. What was it? It was over here?
I'm coming. I'm
I know,
trying to
I
fight
know,
my
I
way
know.
through this. Take the camera. Take the
I'm
camera.
coming.
Take the
I'm
camera.
coming.
Take the camera.
I'm coming.
Go.